Okay, so I'm gonna go over the letter sounds with you guys, and this week we have s, r, I, p. So we have 4 letters. They are S, R, I, P. But remember, throughout this curriculum, you want to just focus on the letter sounds. Try to not ever say the name of the actual letter. I think kids just pick up on the names naturally through schooling. They'll hear them over and over again. They'll hear you say, everybody saying them around. And it's best to focus on the phonetics because that's how you read, by making the sounds the letters make. Our first letter is the S, and it's the easiest sound to make. You can kind of pair it with a snake. I think that's a great visual for your child, and it just makes the S sound. So your teeth are barely touching, and your tongue is barely touching the back of your teeth. S, and that's it. Shoe. Circuit. Circuit? I don't know what I'm talking about today. So sun. It's that S sound. Okay, our next letter is R, and R makes the sound R. And it's important that we don't add the at the end. This is actually the hardest letter. It was the hardest letter for me to pick up on the sound, and it is still difficult. I still catch myself adding that at the end. But what you're gonna wanna do is pull your tongue back, and it's gonna touch, the sides of your tongue is gonna touch those upper molars, and so your tongue just raises slightly as your tongue touches those molars. And then you're gonna just round your mouth and prepare to make the R sound like that. And so say like rob, r, rob. See, you're not saying b or rub. You know, you don't want to add that to the end. So run, r, 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 r. Just say it over and over again. It's hard, I'm telling you. I'm always having to correct myself, but and I don't know why. My kids pick it up and they have like no problem. Maybe it's just because, you know, we're teaching them so young and they're making these letter sounds so appropriately, and they're not getting it confused or like hearing it spoken a million different ways by, you know, other people. I don't know. But they never seem to have a problem with it, but I do constantly. It could be because I'm from East Texas. It could be because I'm from East Texas, so I have a little bit of twang in some of my letter sounds, which I work on, but I don't know. It's a hard one for me. So again, it's r, r, as in run, rob. Okay, our vowel for this week is letter I, and it makes the I sound. So like an IH. I. And it's basically the same thing as your tongue is going to touch the back molars only on the bottom side instead of the top, like r. So I, I, I. And you'll notice that as you say I, the middle part of your tongue is almost raising slightly to the roof. I, I. And this is the short sound of I. Remember, we're only working on the short vowel sounds because the long vowel sound is I. It's the letter name. It's exactly how it looks, I. So we're focusing on the short vowel. I, igloo. And I was trying to think of another I word. Iguana. I don't know why this is so difficult for me right now. So I. Just practice that. This is an easy one. It's probably one of my favorite ones. R is not a favorite. All right, so letter P makes the P sound. And you want to be sure, again, that you're not adding that UH to the end, P. Okay? P is a voiceless sound, which means you're not going to feel your vocal cords vibrating. P. So your mouth is closed. When you start, your mouth is closed. Your teeth are barely open. P, 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 p. feel your vocal cords. If it's moving, you're most likely adding that to the end, and it's just p. And I like to remember like popcorn, like it has a pop to it. So popcorn, you know? That's just a helpful word for me. I don't know if it will be for you. So if you want a copy of my free reading curriculum, leave me a comment below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more educational resources.